like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah. Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt. Cash them out, we bellin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me, ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times three, that's how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs than PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the back.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wolf. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. On first and goal, Collins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finding the tight end Hooper. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use the bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watching that body,
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's fielded at the 45. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Barkley looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Golden Tate, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's second and long. back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on first and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch it now, Barney! Over!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hurry up, here we go! 3:19!
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time, don't they?
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You'll just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clicks.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, You've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster.
And got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Breaks through the contact. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the
dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never stop left. Yeah, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it